Hello there, this is Steve here in Sydney of the lay gnosis website truebluehealer.com. I'm just doing a little intro here for a wonderful thing sent to me by an internet activist by the name of Jordan Fletcher from Chicago, Illinois. Goes by the name on YouTube of Troy Veers, but he's a very serious student and very qualified to talk about his dissertation that you're about to look at. And it's about, it's actually entitled, In Support of Deepak Chopra, Against the Dawkins Delusion. And what this young man goes into, and he's highly qualified to do so, he's got a degree in psychology, he's read heaps and heaps of books on science, philosophy, in particular a whole lot of Deepak Chopra books, and he's noted all the quotes that Deepak Chopra makes in his books, indicating the depth and quality of Deepak Chopra's knowledge. And in this dissertation, Jordan Fletcher contrasts the quality and depth of scholarly understanding and sheer hard work studying of Deepak Chopra over the last 30 years and the utter vacuousness and emptiness of Richard Dawkins' arguments against him. This was prompted by the recent banning of Deepak Chopra from TED with Hancock and Sheldrake, who are all accused of pseudoscience collectively by a bunch of bigoted, narrow-minded, ultra-materialist pseudo-skeptics. All the quotes, all the complaints against them levelled by a handful of anonymous skeptics have been answered well and truly, rebutted, but TED still hasn't said, all right, you can go back into the public diffusion area for our lectures. You've still got to stay outside in the naughty pen. So this young man, Jordan Fletcher, is doing a most lengthy dissertation, most interesting and in-depth, and it almost warrants having a pen ready for stuff he's going to tell you, to write down names of books and authors and famous people. And can I say, it's worth listening to, because he talks to you about the need for mystery and the unknown to be in your life, and that you be comfortable with it, because it's an inevitable part of our existence and it can't be evaded. These pseudo-scientific people who preach their silly scientism, fully believing, like Richard Dawkins does, that the scientific method can reveal all knowledge, are sadly deluded. And that's why this young man talks about this, Jordan Fletcher. He talks about the Dawkins delusion, propagating this very silly, limited, bleak outlook, which looks at something like 20% of our existence and calls itself All You Need to Know. There's some quotes he gets out of Deepak Chopra's books and from other people, from his extensive studies. He's a qualified psychologist. He's on the verge of inventing a new form of psychological therapy based on Deepak Chopra's teachings. The numerous sayings and aphorisms that he quotes and plain old statements, some of them are absolutely worth bottling, and I'm hoping he puts them on a web page somewhere so you can pick them up and paste them on the heads of skeptics. One in particular is about the deep religious conviction of Albert Einstein, who wrote it himself in a very carefully qualified statement, how deeply religious he was, and he explains the true meaning of the word religion in the statement. So, raving materialist skeptics just don't understand this at all. It's beyond their ken utterly. And this young man, Jordan Fletcher, goes to the trouble of explaining why mystery is an absolutely inevitable and necessary part of our existence. And those people who believe the scientific method can reveal all are barking up the wrong tree and utterly deluded, and that includes Richard Dawkins himself. So without further ado, I'll give you an orange button here to go to this young man's a lengthy dissertation, but well worth listening to, and have a pen ready. And it's about in support of Deepak Chopra against the Dawkins delusion. Okay, so hit the orange button and you go to a playlist right now. Okay, I'm really going to stop talking now.